Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Oh my goodness, I've just spent the last hour trying to find out why the voiceover thing wouldn't work, and it was a setting in my system settings. So now I'm finally going to be able to talk to you. Today we're going to do some journaling, as you can see. Don't really know what I'm going to talk to you about because I've never done a voiceover before. I usually just do videos where I actually talk. But here I am looking through just a folder I've got with all my bits and bobs that are cut out in, mainly just to get the dates and the numbers. That's the main thing that I use this folder for. But there's some vinyl stickers in the back, and I always have a quick flick through that just to make sure there's nothing that I feel is going to be useful for the days that I'm journaling. As you can see, I'm doing Sunday and Monday. It's now Tuesday, which is usually the first day of the week that I managed to get in here to do it. I'm sat in my craft room at the moment doing the voiceover. This is a box, not all my collage stuff, but bits that have been cut out to use and then not used. So I put them all into a box, or things that I know I'm going to use soon. So I'm just taking out anything here that I think I might want to use, and a few journaling spots that are going to match the page. My trusty little pencil case with all my bits and bobs in it. Oh, sorry I'm off the screen a little bit cutting. As I said, it's the first time I've videoed sort of doing a journaling video, so I'll have to move the camera a little bit, I think. Although you can see the tripod in the corner of my screen there, and it's the only way I could get it so that the light wasn't reflecting off of the glass mat and it wasn't too much in my way, and it was already and it was over the page of the book. Okay, here I am just doing a bit of sticking, a lot of sticking. I always use just one of those wax sheets to do my gluing on. I used to do it on the glass mat, and yes, you can clean it, but I prefer not to, so I just use a wax sheet. My chair's creaking, if you can hear that. I'm not sure how good the microphone is on my computer. That Bad Day piece of collage is from Pocket Journal Pam, from her Patreon sheets. I think the Sunday is Little Raven Ink, Courtney Diaz, or Diaz, don't know how you say it. I always sort of think about what I want to put on the page, and then before I do any journaling, generally I put things around so that it looks nice and then journal around it, although I'm thinking at the same time where I'm going to journal and what I'm going to do. That little cup is something that I just drew myself on Procreate. The clock is magazine cut out, and that definitely is a little Raven Ink monster that I'm cutting out. The letters on the page that say ouch, I just wrote with, I can't remember what they're called. Oh yeah, I just had to have a look. Ecoline brush marker onto some card and cut around them. I think it was AJ's Inspired Life on YouTube that I saw doing that, and I love doing that now. It's great. Just sticking a little bit more. It's beginning to take shape now, so feeling happier. I'm not this quick, I've sped the video up 4 times. I put the cloud on there because it was a nice day, and then I forgot to write that it was a nice day, so hopefully I'll just remember from the fact that the cloud is there. This is where I decided to put on some washi tape and wished that I'd done it before I put everything else on, because now I have to sort of angle my ruler so that I can tear the washi around the shape of the things that are already there, just to make it look a little bit better than going straight across the top of them. It's Quite funny watching back what you've done. Don't ask me where my washi is from. Most of it I've had for ages, so no idea. Unless it's a particular brand or something that I really know, I won't know where they're from. Another Ecoline marker. I love the fact that you can just use them like watercolour with a water pen. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I decided I wanted to blend the cup in a little bit more rather than having a stark white cup on the page. And a little bit of drying. This is just a little photo album that I keep all the sort of little sticker sheets that I get from Etsy and places like that, generally Etsy. I always just flick through it as a matter of course, and then if there's anything that is suitable, I can put it on my page. That pen, I'm just getting it out now, I can't remember, is EssJayJournals pen by Pentel, but they do different ones. This is the 0.5 permanent ink one, and that's the pen I use most of the time to write in my journal because it's fairly waterproof. I think it is waterproof really, unless you don't wait for a minute. And I just like the way that it writes. It tends to write over everything. Unless you've got a bit of glue on your page, it doesn't like that. There's another Ecoline marker. I just made some dashes up the sides. These 2 days were a pretty miserable couple of days, really. I really hurt my ribs. Well, I don't know exactly what I did, but I leant over my mum's wheelie bin last Tuesday morning and I felt my ribs go, and I've been in a lot of pain ever since. So yeah, it's feeling a little bit better today, finally. It's been a week and it has made me very miserable, so I'm feeling a bit happier today. I think it was about this stage I got to, and I just, because I was in so much pain on Sunday, I just couldn't remember what I'd done, and I pretty much didn't know what to write for the rest of the day. That little box there is just something that I lean on when I'm writing near the bottom of the page, because I find it difficult to get it anywhere neat unless I lean on something just to make my hand the right level. If I remember to print them, I like to stick in the covers of the books I read, especially these days, because what with the Kindle, I never seem to remember what books I've read because you don't see the cover beside your bed all the time. So I like to have them in my journal. There, I'm just writing about dialysis. I've got CKD5, which is chronic kidney disease. I've already had a kidney transplant, but unfortunately it failed after 20 months, and it was my husband's kidney, so that was heartbreaking. Now I'm back on dialysis, and it's not something I enjoy at all. I just hope that one day a kidney will come up for me. Yeah, that's it. They took me off early yesterday because I was in so much pain with my back, and the chairs aren't particularly comfortable that you're sat on, and I just couldn't sit there for the whole 4 hours. So as soon as I'd had enough treatment, they took me off and let me go home. That journaling spot is just some pattern paper that I've stamped with a Dilutions stamp. I love the stamps because you can, I do them in advance usually, just choose some plain sort of coloured papers and stamp them out so that I've got them. But also if you particularly wanted to match something to your page, you could go and find something and stamp it on. Oh dear, my dog's barking. Those letter stickers are just something that I made myself using a font on my computer, and then I cut them out with my silhouette. I tend to use those letter stickers quite a lot. I like them. Again, not very eventful these last couple of days because of not feeling well at all. So I just wrote a little note that we had a muffin and a coffee last night whilst we were watching TV. Sometimes I think you don't put the silly little things like that, but that's what is nice to read in years to come. So I try to remember that. Just doing a little bit of title in there. I'd say lettering, but it is not lettering. Just me doing some writing. I really was struggling to fill it in today, this morning. I just couldn't think what I'd done. But I managed to find some things in the end. The little sort of journaling spot that I've stuck the bad day sticker across is something I drew in Procreate as well. Again, this is that pen, and I use it for outlining, colouring, writing, everything. It's great. Here I was just writing yuck. I needed to fill the space up, but I should have taken a bit more time really, but I didn't. That's a zig dot marker. I'm just filling in some gaps with some yellow dots. Just procrastinating really, because I didn't have a clue what I was going to write at the bottom of Sunday. But I managed. Again, you can always think of something. I had a little moan because I was bored on Sunday, I think, again, because I wasn't very well. I just didn't know what to do with myself really. So I just, normally when Mark goes to golf, I love it. I've got the TV to myself. I can come in my craft room. I can do my knitting. I can do whatever I want. But on Sunday, I was just fed up. I didn't really do anything. That's pretty much it for Sunday and Monday. The last little note to fill another gap. And that's it. Thanks for watching.